It is important to remember that the end of the Su'udah Mafseket, at the end of this meal that we eat before Tisha B'Av, we have to say Birkat Hamazon. However, whereas usually we go out of our way to find a zimun, to find three people to bench together, on this day, on Erev Tisha B'Av, we have to be careful not to find three people to bench to say Birkat Hamazon together. And even if there are three people eating in the same room, it's perhaps advisable for them to eat far enough away from each other that they would not be considered a zimun. So that in that way we distinguish quite clearly. I mean, Birkat Hamazon is the eve of Tisha B'Av. It's about to be Tisha B'Av. But Birkat Hamazon, we should try not to say Birkat Hamazon with the zimun. We should try to avoid eating together with two other people such that we might be obliged to say Birkat Hamazon with a zimun, and that way we kind of emphasize the closeness of Tisha B'Av. Even after Birkat Hamazon, if you've said Birkat Hamazon early enough, you can eat until Shkiat HaChama, until the sun sets, unless in your own mind, when you said Birkat Hamazon, your intention was that this would be the end of the food that you eat on that day. I guess that the difference would be how long before Tisha B'Av you actually finished eating. If you finished eating an hour or several hours before Shkia, then it's reasonable to say that your intention was that if if a chance occurred to eat a tomato or to eat an apple, that you might do so. But if you bench really very close to Shkia, then I assume that you are finished. As I said, the fast actually begins at Shkiat HaChama, the setting of the sun, for a variety of reasons. But the setting of the sun is when we have to start fasting. I mean, it is true. It is true that if you daven Mariv before Shkia, right? That some people do that when the day is very long and they're afraid that they're going to miss a minyan in shul. He says then the ta'anit begins with davening Ma'ariv. This, I think, today is very uncommon, but we have to understand that Ma'ariv, the davening Ma'ariv, has the force of creating the day of Tisha B'Av in regards to its isurim, its prohibitions, that you have to include the day as beginning from the time of the davening of Mariv.